When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. You probably recognize this quote from a worldwide renowned animated movie, Pinocchio. Composed by Leigh Herline with lyrics by Ned Washington for the 1940 Disney film, it was sung by Cliff Edwards, who voiced Jiminy Cricket. It won the Academy Award for Best Original Song and became the official theme of the Walt Disney Company, symbolizing its brand themes of dreams and aspirations, which is why I chose it for my August cover. The 1940s were one of the most difficult decades that mankind has gone through. But from fashion styles to innovations and forward thinking, all the conflict changed and shaped many things that endure until today. Many things that were born during the 40s are still going strong, and so during this setup, I thought I'd talk about those that at some point of my life had an impact on me. Let's start in 1940, when color finally came to the TVs. The famous cartoon Tom and Jerry was created by William Hanna and Joseph Barbera for MGM. Debuting in the short, Puss Gets the Boot as Jasper and Jinx before being renamed by animator John Carr. The iconic cat and mouse duo starred in over 161 shorts, winning 7 Academy Awards for their silent film style comedy, and continued through various spin-offs, comics, films, and there is even a museum dedicated to them in Tokyo, Japan. Now, the story of Pinocchio began as an Italian children's series in 1881, written by Carlo Collodi, and was published as a book in 1883. The original story, known for its moral lessons, was a success and was adapted by Walt Disney in 1940, bringing the character to a global audience through animation. The original story for Dumbo was written by Helen Averson and illustrated by Harold Pearl as part of a prototype for a novelty toy called a Rolla book. Due to a financial crisis at Disney after the expensive films Pinocchio and Fantasia, Dumbo was made with a small budget and simpler animation style to be a more cost-effective production. Released in October 1941, the film was a financial success, which the studio considered a miracle. It won an Academy Award for Best Scoring of a Musical Picture and was selected for preservation by the U.S. National Film Registry in 2017 for its cultural significance. The song Baby Mine lives rent-free in my mind because my best friend used to sing it to me when we were little and we had sleepovers. I particularly love the newest version by Arcade Fire from the 2019 live-action movie. Fun fact, did you know that on this year, M&Ms were made for troops to take hard-coated candies that could withstand overseas travel and storage? For my health tracker, I was inspired by Lily James' character from the movie The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Based on the novel by the same name, it tells the story of how Juliet Ashton, an English writer during the German occupation, finds her place amongst the people who understood her losses. I really like this storyline, the photography, and the costume design. Like most movies that are set in the 40s, it is a heart-wrenching type with a happy ending. Moving on to 1942 with the release of a movie that might continue to traumatize kids, and that at least here in Mexico helped coin the expression Bambi eyes, referring to those big, sad, and expressive eyes that Bambi had after the hunting incident. Doing some research, it turns out that nowadays Bambi eyes is also a makeup style, and you can find many tutorials online. But back to Disney's movie, reception was initially mixed due to its somber themes during wartime, but it evolved into a widespread acclaim, solidifying its status as a classic Disney masterpiece, known for its stunning animation and deep ecological messages about nature, life, and loss. The film earned 3 Academy Award nominations, has been inducted into the National Film Registry, and remains a culturally significant work celebrated for its realistic portrayal of animals and profound depiction of the circle of life. And I will finish with 1943, when one of my favorite authors of children's books passed away. Beatrix Potter's legacy includes her classic children's stories like Peter Rabbit, and her significant contribution to the preservation of the Lake District, through which she ensured the survival of the Herdwick sheep breed and landscape. After her death, she left over 4,000 acres of land and 15 farms to the National Trust, stipulating the preservation of Herdwick sheep and the continuation of working farms. Her cultural impact also extends to her illustrations, which are held by museums, and her enduring characters, which remain cultural icons. I have mentioned many times before that I got to visit Windermere in the Lake District, where her original farm still stands, and you can tour the inside with some of her personal objects and paintings, and there's also a separate museum and the Beatrix Potter experience, which is meant for kids, but I enjoyed it like a child. If you don't know who Beatrix Potter is, I strongly suggest you watch the movie Miss Potter with Renee Zellweger and Ewan McGregor. It is one of my favorite ones. I still have the DVD. In my weekly, I added the lyrics of the famous song Dream by Ray Orbison by mistake. The song was released in 1963, but somehow I thought it was 1943. Anyway, the lyrics are a great addition to any spread. And that's it for the highlights of the 40s that I drew in my August pages. For now, I will leave you to the background music so that you can enjoy the rest of the setup. And here is the final flip through of my August theme, a month that's already gone, so September will be coming up soon. Let me know in the comments what you think of this setup. I can't believe there is only 4 more months to this journal, and then 2026 will be knocking on our doors. I always appreciate the comments, the support, and just the fact that you are here. And so as usual, thank you so much for watching.